Hello, Nat.
Welcome everyone, we are the Grin Brothers, and
Basalt Grot. Oh my god!
Some holy heck!
This seems a bit excessive.
Rafi, for some reason, wants to get us out of the beach, despite how he's wanting to kill all life after playing this game.
Well, I mean, like, I've done basically the entire beach, so I might as well.
Yes.
So...
You've shown that you've been able to be just as incompetent as I am with this, and ooh, careful.
Yes,
so
because camera angle is so good in this game, it shows you exactly where you need to go.
So this at least makes me feel happy in the fact that... Oh my gosh. They want you to do this with this camera angle. Oh gosh.
Literally...
Sonic platforming works better than this.
The only thing telling you where to go... wait, yeah. The only thing telling you where to go in that entire section is the gems.
I can completely understand... Well, actually no, I was going to say I can completely understand why Legend of Zelda doesn't have platforming, but then I remembered... Oh wait, Legend of Zelda has a decent camera angle because they have this thing called C targeting? Or Z targeting? And that works.
Yay.
That works really well. This game doesn't.
No, the reason Legend of Zelda doesn't have platforming is because you can't jump.
So, yeah, there was a thing I was going to sort of mention. Let's see, what was it that you said that got me onto the channel for? There's two things.
My unending hatred for everything.
Oh yeah, it was, you were talking about how we got through playing Sonic 06, both individually actually. Not recorded on Grin Brothers, although I certainly wouldn't mind at least doing the DLC, which I didn't even know existed before.
Neither did I.
But apparently it did, because, you know, for some reason people wanted DLC for Sonic 06.
Yeah, some people like watching themselves burn.
But...
Am I out?
You mentioned how we got through playing Sonic 06, and Sonic 06 as a broken game was more enjoyable.
Yes.
And that made me think of, when I eventually do my reviews, although it's going to be different in style, because I think my reviews are going to be a blend of two people's influences. The completionist, in terms of structure, and in terms of tone and how I approached the game, Classic Game Room. Because I think combined they're effectively my two favourite sort of like YouTube sort of reviewers. Because I really like the structure that Gerard has for his completionist episodes. Even though I think that they were better, you know, his videos did work better with Greg doing sort of focusing on the funny and him focusing on being the straight man. But
do not mention he who shall not be named.
But you know, structurally, I really enjoy his videos. But in terms of the tone and approach, I really enjoy Classic Game Room's style, which is basically
way too optimistic.
Go into everything with an optimistic perspective. You know, video games are supposed to be fun. And, you know, so he gets the most enjoyment out of just about every video game. And that optimistic approach is something I want to actually do when I review things, to focus on the optimistic thing. You know, even a bad game has good points to it.
Happiness makes me sick.
And like, the few times he's had a bad game, it was either because he personally doesn't like it, or let's hear this cutscene because you don't get to hear me over it.
Apprentice? You have an apprentice?
I want to see that giant cat again. Sorry, not cat, rat. You know, the one which is like Hulk rat.
He is too late. Set the dial to half power.
Half power.
1,000 pardons, Master Tack. Don't you mean full power?
Fool! I created that valve myself. The full power setting is my little gift for Sun. That pompous banana brain won't be able to resist it. But we must be long gone when he throws it wide open.
Half power it is.
That's really clever.
Yeah. I also like how his lab assistant is the albino rat.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
I don't know. Something must be blocking the lava. Those vine swingers must have botched the mechanism. I'll have to trace the flow and...
No time! Our treacherous Tabby is too close.
Treacherous Tabby?
I'll handle him first.
He's going to use his, ability to travel through the very earth itself and his wizard powers to try and kill us.
Yeah. So we finally have to take on an attack, and I shall now relieve you of this game.
Oh, in all honesty, you have done the majority of the game, so...
Yeah. I have suffered for your sins.
My sins?
Which your sins are many! Don't deny it!
I have done no such sinning.
But... yeah, I really enjoy classic game room style, and when I eventually get around to doing my Wii reviews, I hope to have that sort of tone to it, to focus on the positive.
Oh god, how did you get here?
What did the Avalanche spies find out?
That pack has his throne room in this complex.
Okay.
This Final Fantasy VII Remake really went wrong.
If only.
Like, look what they did to Tifa. Like, what the heck?
Ugh. No, I think Pan would technically be the Tifa, but he still looks just as hideous. Show him some cat skills. Okay.
Hurry! Find that scum-sucker tack.
Scumsucker.
Okay, fight your way through the smith to the smithy and defeat Tack. Oh, finally.
Yay.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's the goddamn shop.
The end is nigh, Liam. Never.
My best customer.
I'm your own.
the
Oh my
heck?
god.
Seen the big fishes in the ocean? I think in the evening I will take my fishing rod out there and catch a basketful. And
What about you? What?
What do you want this time?
Well, there's a magic container
Oh,
there.
I used up a lot of my stuff.
And
the-
what is that? Hammer upgrade. Yes.
New
Yep.
improved
Buy it.
Bye.
hammer.
New
It's
improved hammer.
looks terrible.
Okay, only
Buy the magic
7,401 left.
A new magic.
You make that sound like a small amount.
Okay, I'm not sure I should go with that armor until my current armor is broken, but oh my gosh, that does look awesome.
I don't care what it looks like. I care about how much defense it will give us
Yeah,
when we
but
buy it.
we'll focus on that when we lose our armor inevitably.
Yeah, because we kind of suck at this terrible
Yeah.
game.
But speaking of classic game room, it's ending.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Mark wants to focus on other things.
How dare he have a life of his
Yeah,
own?
so this year it's ending. I've never actually bought any merchandise, because I don't like buying online. So,
Yeah.
yeah, the merchandise will end, and
Yeah, really?
he's closing up with the sort of shop and all the sort of stuff, and he's going to be focusing on other things. He's given that his whole place is a goddamn arcade, effectively. Then again, a lot of these YouTubers seem to have a lot more money than I'd ever imagine. Oh my gosh,
What?
life. Okay.
We really don't need them. Something tells me we're not going to die that much against the final boss. Because we probably wouldn't play it that much.
Yep.
Murder these rats. Well, they're dying a lot quicker than I remember. Wait, get your hammer out. Quickly.
Okay.
Well, at least it actually looks like I expected it to, compared to what the shop was showing. You can switch back to the sword now.
Okay. Ooh. Doesn't make it faster though. That would have been really.
No, it just makes it stronger.
Okay, there's two ways. One with a minecart in the way, and the other way without a minecart in the way. Let's see if I can move that minecart quickly.
Or you can just walk around it.
Or I can walk around it. Okay.
They both lead to the same place. It's all irrelevant. Oh, safe.
Hello,
the
Panda.
abomination of hell.
Rabbits are non-existent now.
They don't care.
The Avalanche will thank you in perpetuity, young warrior. I'll sally forth out to my brothers and sisters and tell all of your brave deeds. Long live Kay. Oh, so Kay's becoming a conqueror himself.
Long live Emperor K.
My first rule will be to separate pandas, rabbits, and cats and frogs.
My first rule will be to declare the cats are better than all.
Can I move, or are you going to literally let him beat me up?
Hairball, now you're in for it.
You've walked right.
into our little trap, haven't you?
Yes.
A trap is only as good as its builder. Right, monkey brain?
Again, Kay, you swear. Go on and sheath your sword. I've got a hammer here. Remember, it'll be the last time you ever do. Okay.
Be the last time I need to, banana boy.
Come on, hurry up. Let me get through this
No one cares about your witty dialogue. We just want to end this game.
Okay.
Like, literally, this game is killing me. I mean, at least with Little Big Planet 3, the reason it upset me so much was because the prior game was actually really good. And it upset me that it didn't quite live up to the standards. This game, it just sucks. Like...
Wow! I actually managed that! I'm actually managing good!
Oh. That's a surprise.
I didn't manage it that time, but...
As long as they're dead, you've done good in my eyes, so...
I'm tagging a hit somehow.
Armor, I guess.
No, but I'm not even being knocked back.
Oh.
Oh, there I got knocked back. Yep, he's dead. That was surprisingly easy. Weirdly easy. Given we usually suck at those.
Yeah, we usually get slaughtered. Well, especially you get slaughtered.
And there's a frog to rescue over here. Here you go, Froggy. But yeah, Classic Game Room's ending and all that, which is really a shame, but it's been going on for a long time.
Yeah.
I think the little bit of a disappointment for me is that I never got to see more Amiga CD32 reviews, which I was really looking forward to.
Yeah.
You're lying down again.
Yeah.
You know, your voice becomes incredibly distant. I had to increase the volume quite a bit just so people could hear you.
I do not care. Because this game has killed me.
So it has.
So
I can't get through there, so I guess I'll have to go through the elevator.
Try and find something.
To redeem it?
To redeem it or to talk about or
Oh,
anything.
I've got something to talk about again. Hello.
What? Oh. But to be fair, those two are scientists. They have a legitimate reason to run away.
Yep.
They are not combat trained.
You'd think there wouldn't be that many mooks at the base. Unless they're the ones they're trying to train up.
Maybe.
I mean, you know, you'd think it'd only be the stronger ones, but no. But yeah, you were commenting earlier about how, well, both you and our oldest brother have started to read, I've read a little bit of One Punch Man.
Yeah.
And you commented that one of the few things you don't like about it, though, is it's surprisingly gory.
Yeah. Because gore and stuff is something I'm never really that fond of.
Well, it's funny, on the other day I was on Nintendo Life when I saw a forum talking about mature themes in games.
Yeah.
And the person commented that they were perfectly okay with violence and gore. Yet
Yeah.
they didn't want to go back to playing The Last of Us despite enjoying it because of the swearing in it.
What?
Yeah, it was the amount of unnecessary swearing that they felt was in the game that put them off going back and playing it.
Okay. But they're okay with...
But they're okay with violence and gore. Which, you know, sort of like how, you know, the entire American culture seems to be a case of they're okay with tons of violence and guns and all that, but they can't handle nudity or most sexual themes.
Yeah. Well, I can understand sexual themes, right?
Yeah. Okay, how long do I have to wait for this to turn off? Okay.
Yeah. Because, you know, that is kind of relatively very mature content kind of thing, and I can understand people feeling unsettled by it to a degree. And I can understand violence and gore because whilst violence I'm alright with, gore and like unnecessary blood and death is something I care not for. Swearing I have a hard time understanding why it upsets people so much. Like, if someone is swearing at you, like calling you a
Oh gosh, damn it!
swear word name kind of thing, like a offensive name that also happens to be a swear word, I can understand getting upset by that, because that is basically verbal bullying kind of thing. But swearing in general, ultimately, it's just kind of a word, and whilst it doesn't have the nicest of context a lot of the time, so do a lot of words not have very nice context when you think about it. And because it's not being used offensively or at someone, is it really bad?
Well, I do get rather annoyed by needless swearing in a sense. Like, which I guess is actually my problem with a lot of things. Like, when it's needless, you know. I feel things work better when they're used for a purpose.
Yeah.
You know, like, swearing can be used as an expression of anger or as an expression of comedy.
Yeah.
You know, you know. It's like, I'm a bit prudish, we'll say. I believe that's the right term. You know, I'm not very sort of comfortable a lot of time with a lot of sexual themes. Yeah, I enjoy the sort of ecchi comedies of mangas, like Love Hina, for instance, because that's serving a purpose.
Yeah.
And, of course, I love comedy value.
Yeah.
But I can also understand its use in, say, you know, a realistic or even horrific approach, per se.
Yeah.
And it's like, for instance, like, when the swearing's, like, continuous, it does get grating, as it were.
You see, to me, it doesn't.
Particularly if it's that CU,
Bomb.
you know, the CU
Yeah.
word. That what you know, that one just. And you know, it's not I can't handle it, you know, because I've worked on building sites.
Yeah.
You get used to it, but it is not very nice to hear the CU word being thrown around repeatedly.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally every sentence has one, so it's just not nice to hear because it just doesn't have a very pleasant tone to it.
There is a gradient for swear
Of course,
words.
there's of course a case of the fact that with words, it's mostly about delivery.
Yeah.
You know, it's tone rather than what's being said. But at the same time, certain words are just not, you know, nice hearing on a constant basis.
Yeah.
But of course, you know, there's also the fact that it will always
Also,
be a case of
wrap up.
it'll always be a case of different cultures. For instance, I remember a radio show having this funny point about when these people went to France. It was this confession thing, where you know you say about these confessions you did. They're usually pretty funny, and this one was about this kid who ended up sort of seeing his teacher naked on a beach.
Okay.
Of which one of the people complained about, you know, the fact that the father should have taken responsibility for taking the child to a nudist beach. And the person goes, oh no, this would have just been a regular beach in France.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that would have been okay in France.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't understand why you can't be naked on the beach.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people go to beaches to get suntan, so... Yeah, and what does it matter if you've seen your teacher naked?
No, is it, you know, because because this is a confession of like things you've done wrong, and he said that he must have really embarrassed the teacher. Like, one of the confessions was the parent heard his, I think it was his daughter saying that she supported Chelsea.
Okay.
And the parent, as a bigger fan of one of the other football teams, told his daughter that Father Christmas wouldn't give her presents if she supported Chelsea. And so the daughter, like, the next day was like, sort of like, got shirts for the other team and goes, I don't support Chelsea anymore. Father Christmas can give me presents now. Yeah,
that is kind of terrible.
That is a terrible parenting. But, you know, that's the sort of confessional sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know, they're usually sort of like small little things like that.
No.
But they're hilarious.
Yeah, they sound entertaining.
But and it's a case of, you know, the radio presenter have to saying whether they forgive the person or don't forgive them.
Always forgive them.
Out of, you know, it's like, and it's just
forgiveness is the only thing that will keep the world going. That and stabbing them in the throat.
But yeah, you know, it's like, you know, different cultures will affect those sort of free qualities.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like,
anyway, we should probably wrap up because we're basically finished this, aren't we?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
finished
cool.
with this episode. Cheerio, everyone!
Goodbye.